Good morning, 7th graders. We are going to work on lesson 7, reasoning about solving equations. So for this first warm-up, we're looking at these things called balance hangers. Now, this is the same thing when you have a normal hanger at home with your clothes. You have to keep it balanced in order for it to not slip off with your clothes. So I want you to think about that when you're looking at these. So, in the two diagrams, all the triangles weigh the same and all the squares weigh the same. So that means that this square weighs the same as this square and this triangle weighs the same as this triangle. In each diagram, come up with one thing that must be true, one thing that could be true, and one thing that cannot possibly be true. Think about those hangers and hit pause, and when you're ready, we can move on. All right, hanger and equation matching. On each balanced hanger, figures with the same letter have the same weight. So if we look at this little box right here, that little box weighs 1 unit. Same with this box. Same with this box. Now, the ones with the W or the Z or the X or the Y, those are unknown values. We do not know what those friends weigh. So, if we come to look at this first equation, 2 times an unknown number plus 3 equals 5. So, we're looking for 2 unknowns. So, if we look at A, there's 3 unknowns. If we look at B, there's 2 unknowns. If we look at C, there's 2 unknowns, or 3 unknowns, excuse me, and D, there are 2. So we need to look for the ones that have 2. That would be B or D, correct? So the next part of the equation is plus 3. That means that there's 2 unknowns plus 3. So this one has 2 unknowns plus 3, and so does D. And then we look at 5. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 unknowns or 6 ones on the opposite side of the equation on D and 5 on B. We're safe to say that this first one is B. Now another thing to know is the line of the hanger is the equal sign. So whatever is on the left of the equal sign will be on the left of the equal sign over here, and what is ever on the right will be on the right of the equal sign. So example for this one could not be B, or could not be our first equation, because the ones are on the left of the equal sign. When you have finished all the other ones, please find a solution to each equation. Meaning, for the first letter B, we have 2 Z's plus 3 is equal to 5. Please solve this like any other equation. Trying to find the unknown, we'd subtract 3. Ooh, my pen's not working. And then we have 2Z is equal to 2. We divide by 2 on both sides. We get Z is equal to 1. Do that for each equation, please. Hit pause, and when you're ready to move on to our last section. Use hangers to understand equation solving. Here are some balance hangers where each piece is labeled with its weight. For each diagram, write an equation. This is exactly what we did up at the last problem. The only difference now is there's numbers. This 7 right here is depicting that it's 7. We have unknowns, and there's a 1. So not every box is equal to the same unit. So if we look at letter A to write an equation, I know that 7 is on the left side of the equal sign. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 3 unknown x's on the right of the equation sign plus the letter 1. And then we'd have to explain how to figure out the weight of the piece labeled with a letter by reasoning about the diagram. And then we'd have to find x. Explain how to figure out the weight of the piece labeled with a letter by reasoning about the equation. So you're solving for, I believe those are the exact same questions. Oh, this one you're supposed to use the diagram, and this one you're supposed to use the equation. My bad, friends. Either way, you're solving for x, or y, or z, or w, depending on each equation. If you have any questions regarding those, please go ahead and email me. As always, read the summary. And then a last little hint for my dear friends is, uh-oh, it's not on here. For your quiz next week, the Are You Ready for More is most likely going to be a quiz question. I'm just going to throw that out for those of you who are actually paying attention, and I will know. So please read the summary as always, and I will talk to you guys later.